The Bible speaks of powerful beings called the Elohim. This word is often translated as God, but its literal meaning is far more intriguing. Elohim means powerful ones. This plural form opens up fascinating possibilities. It suggests that the Bible might be referring to a group of beings, not just a single deity. Throughout the Old Testament, the Elohim appear as creators and rulers. They shape the world, interact with humanity, and display immense power. These stories have captivated readers for centuries. But what if we've been misunderstanding them? What if the Elohim weren't gods in the traditional sense? Perhaps these ancient narratives are trying to tell us something far more profound. Perhaps they hold clues to encounters with beings whose technology and knowledge surpassed anything known at the time. Could the Elohim be evidence of ancient astronauts visiting Earth from distant stars? The idea of the Elohim as extraterrestrial visitors is not new. Many early church fathers, scholars who shaped Christian thought, held similar beliefs. Wilhelm Gesenius, a prominent theologian, questioned the traditional interpretation of the Elohim. He saw them not as gods, but as powerful entities with advanced capabilities. Justin Martyr, another influential figure, believed that the Elohim stories were accounts of encounters with beings from beyond our world. He saw parallels between their descriptions and ancient myths of gods descending from the heavens. These early thinkers recognized the ambiguity in the biblical texts. They understood that the stories could be interpreted in ways that challenged conventional religious dogma. Could these early interpretations hold the key to unlocking the true meaning of the Elohim stories? Could they be evidence of ancient encounters with beings whose technology and knowledge were so advanced that they were mistaken for gods? As the Bible was assembled and edited over centuries, a single name rose to prominence: Yahweh. This name, often translated as Lord, became synonymous with the God of Israel. But was Yahweh always present in these ancient stories? Scholars have long recognized the complexity of the Bible's formation. The Hebrew scriptures in particular went through numerous revisions and redactions. Different authors, writing in different times and contexts, contributed to the final text we have today. This process of editing and compilation, known as redaction, had a profound impact on how the Bible was understood. It appears that the name Yahweh was superimposed on many stories that originally referred to the Elohim. This redaction process served to create a more unified narrative, centering on a single, all-powerful God. However, this editorial decision might have obscured the original meaning of the texts. It raises the question, what did these stories look like before the name Yahweh was inserted? Jesus, the central figure of Christianity, often challenged the traditional interpretations of the Hebrew scriptures. He frequently quoted from the Old Testament, but his interpretations were rarely straightforward. Instead, Jesus employed allegory, metaphor, and esoteric teachings to reveal deeper meanings within the texts. He spoke of a God who was not bound by the literal interpretations of the law. He emphasized love, compassion, and forgiveness, qualities not always associated with the wrathful Yahweh of the Old Testament. Jesus seemed to recognize a distinction between the God he knew and the God depicted in the Hebrew scriptures. His teachings suggest a more nuanced understanding of the divine, one that transcended the limitations of a single name or a single text. Could Jesus have been aware of the true nature of the Elohim? Could his teachings offer a path to understanding the deeper mysteries hidden within the Bible? In a surprising turn, the language of God has re-emerged in modern science. Physicists, cosmologists, and mathematicians are grappling with questions about the origins of the universe, the nature of consciousness, and the fundamental laws that govern reality. In their search for answers, they often find themselves using language that echoes ancient religious texts. Concepts like the mind of God, the divine matrix, and the cosmic code are becoming increasingly common in scientific discourse. While these terms might not carry the same theological baggage as their religious counterparts, they point to a growing recognition that the universe is far more mysterious and interconnected than we ever imagined. Could it be that science is rediscovering what ancient mystics have always known? Could the language of God, stripped of its religious dogma, offer a new way of understanding the universe and our place within it? The word God carries immense cultural and historical baggage. For many, it evokes images of a judgmental deity enforcing strict rules and demanding unwavering obedience. This limited view of the divine can hinder our ability to explore the true nature of reality. To move beyond these limitations, we need to rethink our language. We need to find new ways of talking about the divine that transcend cultural and religious boundaries. Perhaps, as theologian Paul Tillich suggested, we should speak of the ground of all being, or the source of all that is. By embracing a more expansive and inclusive language, we open ourselves to the possibility of encountering the divine in unexpected places. We begin to see the interconnectedness of all things, the inherent sacredness of the universe, and the boundless potential of human consciousness. To truly understand the Bible, we must be willing to shed centuries of interpretation and dogma. We must return to the original languages, exploring the nuances of ancient Hebrew and Aramaic. Only then can we begin to grasp the deeper meanings hidden within the text. For example, the word ruach, often translated as spirit, can also mean wind, breath, or even craft. Similarly, the word Gehenna, often interpreted as hell, originally referred to a valley outside Jerusalem where garbage was burned. By reinterpreting these key terms, we strip away layers of religious interpretation and uncover a more nuanced and multifaceted understanding of the Bible. We begin to see the text not as a rigid set of rules, but as a living document filled with symbolism, allegory, and profound spiritual insights. The search for the divine is not limited to ancient texts or theological debates. It is an ongoing journey of exploration, both inward and outward. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the cosmos, we also journey into the depths of our own consciousness. The Apostle Paul, writing in the New Testament, described God as the source of the cosmos and everything in it, that in which we all live and move and have our being. This statement suggests a profound interconnectedness between the universe and ourselves. It implies that the same creative force that birthed galaxies also resides within each of us. This realization is not limited to religious traditions. Mystics, shamans, and spiritual seekers throughout history have spoken of tapping into a universal energy field, a source of boundless creativity and wisdom. Could this be the same force that physicists describe as the zero-point field or the quantum vacuum? The journey to understand the Elohim, the nature of God, and our place in the cosmos is an ongoing one. It requires an open mind, a willingness to question assumptions, and a thirst for knowledge that transcends traditional boundaries. By embracing the unknown, by exploring the intersection of science and spirituality, and by delving into the depths of ancient wisdom, we open ourselves to a universe of possibilities. Some interpretations of ancient texts suggest that encounters with the divine might actually be encounters with extraterrestrial beings. The journey may challenge our beliefs, expand our consciousness, and lead us to question everything we thought we knew, but in the end, it is a journey worth taking. For it is in the pursuit of the unknown that we truly discover ourselves and our place in the grand tapestry of the cosmos.